Hey guys, what's up? How ya doing? I'm here to talk to you guys about Mob Psycho 100 Season 3 on Episode 7. Now, this episode right here looks like to me we're going to another, route of a different one. Well, a different arc, if anything. So, if anything else, let's just get this started. We have to it that we get to see one of our Telepathy Club members, I think Kurata Tome, I believe. She is actually trying to she knows that exams is coming up and that she has to leave very soon. She later on asked the three members of the boys if they ever had any chance to do some digging about telepathy, which they all didn't really care about, you know. Hurt by the fact that they didn't care, she decides to disband the club and leave. By that time, the boys realize that they did something wrong and decide to do some research about telepathy, you know. But sadly, though, they couldn't find any answers, and they asked Mob for help to find some telepathy people. Eventually, Mob and his younger brother decides to, go to two people who apparently could telepath with each other, you know? However, they can't telepath with anyone else, unfortunately, and they later on meet another boy who used to be part of the telepathy club, you know? After Mob and the two boys with the glasses, you know, and that could do telepathy with each other and end up having to do some kind of strange power to maybe find a telepathy person, they found one. It's that one guy that used to be part of the telepathy club. I don't remember his name, so forgive me. I'm sorry. But all I know is this guy, or a kid, ends up having to talk about, how he had these powers ever since he was young, you know? And that he actually was getting tired of it because hearing everyone's minds and all that and the words gets a little frustrating or stressful, and that is the truth. You have a power and it gets a little stressful for you to handle due to the fact you can't really control it, and the only way he could control it is putting earplugs into his ears, you know, that he has an idea of what people think, etc. So that's how he's able to not say anything. But eventually he does give out a little bit of his power and how he sends a message to someone else's mind, you know. I thought that alone was actually pretty cool. So we head to it. Mob, on the other hand, convinces the guy of what he told him, how he feels, you know. Mob believes that we gotta find someone that's like you know. I mean, it's best to have someone who has the same powers as you and you're not really alone. I actually didn't like my powers to begin with, you know, which Mob confesses to the telepathy boy. He believes that we should go find someone that's almost like you, so maybe you get the idea that it's not too bad to have your power, to use your powers once in a while, you know? Because think about Mom, you know? That guy is pretty much the overpowered guy ever since, you know? I mean, here and there, and he ends up having to use his powers for good, you know? We've seen that multiple times throughout the season of Mob and OVAs, you know? That kind of thing. Eventually, they all decide to make a reservation of going on a certain trip, you know, and they end up having to find a location that could help them maybe telepath with someone. As for the boys who are part of the telepathy club, they end up trying to contact Tommy in order to get her to be part of the trip that they planned out, you know. She showed up the day that they had the trip, and they end up getting ready to go on the trip as going on to a field trip in a certain way to maybe call some people. And as for Reagan, he became their driving escort whatsoever, etc., which I thought was pretty funny. He woke up late, as for everyone else, even the telepathy boy, you know. And we have to it that they end up finding Reagan there tired because Reagan actually woke up late, you know, which I thought was pretty hilarious. Because they all been waiting for the telepathy boy, and they realize they're going to make Reagan wait a little too long, considering that the time was supposed to be at 9 o'clock, but they overslept, you know, which it tends to happen. I mean, we all overslept ourselves and missed a certain deadline, which is why we have alarms. But too bad sometimes if those alarms get cut out, you know, then that's a different story, you know, etc. Anyways, we had to it. Reagan shows up around almost 10 o'clock, you know, and that goes for the rest of the crew, which I thought was pretty hilarious, you know, very funny stuff. But they end up getting ready to drive up to a certain location up in the mountain, and they get ready to do their trip whatsoever, you know. That's about it. So overall, all I can really tell you is that one girl actually took telepathy seriously, while the other three members of the club did not take it seriously. All things considered, she ends up disbanding the club. The three boys ask Mob for help to find telepathy a telepathy guy. They end up using 2 guys with glasses that has telepathy with the help of Mob's power to find a telepathy person, and they found that telepathy person. They end up planning out a field trip, and that girl Tome, who was part of the telepathy club or was in charge of it, ends up joining with them towards the end of the episode, that kind of thing. Sorry for being confusing. I'm sorry for my voice being here and there, just a little sick, etc. So yeah, until then, people, I'll see you guys in the next video. I'm Alpha Zero. Have a good day. I'll see you guys next time, alright? Peace out. Bye-bye. Toot-toot-toot!